What's up, everyone? This is Minnesota Mike back with you for another video. This is another one in my vlog series that I do through the Memphis Songwriters Association in conjunction with the blog that I write for them, talking all about songwriting and what has worked for various artists over the course of a handful of years, whether those songs have been hits or not. So this latest kick that I'm on is called All the News Just Repeats Itself, and these are songs that were inspired by events that happened in the news, and whoever wrote the songs looked at the news and was like, hey, that'd make a great song, and so they made it happen. Thus far, we've looked at The Way by Fastball, the song And Just Like That by Bonnie Raitt, as well, and we are now going to continue with that theme and talk about A Day in the Life by the Beatles. So John Lennon completed most of the song on his own, with Paul McCartney contributing the middle 8 section, as well as the line, I'd Love to Turn You On. Most of John's sections are based on newspaper headlines, which also inspired another Sgt. Pepper song, being For the Benefit of Mr. Kite. Headlines included one about Tara Brown, the heiress to the Guinness fortune, who crashed his car and died at the age of 21. There's also a headline purporting that there were 4,000 holes in Blackburn, Lancashire. The line about the English army having just won the war sounds like something historical and out of the news, but it's actually a reference to John Lennon's role in the film How I Won the War. McCartney's middle 8 was focused more on the recollections from his childhood than current events, which makes it work well for that particular part, which is supposed to take the song to a different place. That's what middle 8s and bridges do, as we have talked about in another blog. Melodically, the song uses G, B minor, E minor, E minor 7, and C for the intro, and the first 3 lines of the first verse, while also adding the C/B and A sus2. With the song in the key of G, this is a 1, 3, 6, 4, 7, 4, 2 sus2 pattern for the intro and the first 3 lines of the first verse. The verse then repeats G, B minor, E minor, E minor 7, but then finishes with C, F, E minor 7, C, F, E minor, and C. The subsequent verses essentially follow the same pattern, but they use an E minor 7 instead of the straight up E minor. The I'd Love to Turn You On part uses E minor/F sharp, E minor/G, E minor/A, E minor/B, E minor/C, and E minor/D. As well as just a straight up E minor, all variations of the minor 6th chord. The middle 8 uses E, D sus2, and B7 sus4. The pattern as a whole gets played twice. This is a 6, 5, 6, 3, 7 pattern. The interlude uses C, G, D, A, E, C, G, D, A, followed by E, D, and C, D. This is a 4, 1, 5, 2, 6, 4, 1, 5, 2 pattern. In addition to the music in the interlude, someone can be heard screaming, ah! Not like that, but, and in one of the Beatles Facebook groups I'm a part of, people love playfully debating who that was. Instrumentally, the song uses guitar, bass, maracas, tambourine, drums, piano, violin, viola, cello, harp, oboe, clarinet, bassoon, flute, French horn, trumpet, trombone, tuba, and timpani. Hope I didn't leave anything out. Other significant melodical sounds include the alarm clock and counting sounds in the middle 8. The last note, the E major, has been referred to as the most famous final note in the history of music, as it contains notes played on 3 separate pianos by Lennon, McCartney, Ringo, Mel Evans, with George Martin on harmonium playing the same note. It ran out for over 40 seconds and at one point had such a loud high frequency that of a dog whistle that you could also hear the rustling of the papers and Ringo's chair squeaking. The crescendo inspired the sound played while the THX production logo is being shown. Because that portion of it was so long and complicated, it took over 34 hours to get all the melodic arrangements to their liking. It's a good thing they had so much time on their hands from not touring. Also of note, Paul McCartney gets a hard time for his his recording of Maxwell's Silver Hammer and how complicated that song was. This came a couple albums before that, and I would say Lennon deserves to get yelled at a little bit if that was his idea. But it's still phenomenal. Structurally, the song, like many post-Revolver Beatles compositions, is basically a medley of spliced together fragments, but here it's done for experimental purposes, not trying to fit as much on the record as possible, as was the case with the medley on side 2 of Abbey Road. So earlier I referred to them as verses, but I always like to think of them as parts. But there are 2 verses, a middle 8, an interlude, a final verse, and that final note of E major. If you want to call it an outro, you are more than welcome to do that. But A Day in the Life is linked below. You can take a listen. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Minnesota Mike. Make sure you check out all my other vlogs and all of the other blogs that are on the Memphis Songwriters Association website, with the vlogs being right here on my YouTube page. Thank you so much.